The Spanish Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition was a church court established in 1478 by King Ferdinand II of Aragon and Queen Isabella I of Castile, with the approval of Pope Sixtus IV. Its main purpose was to ensure that people who had converted to Christianity, especially former Jews and former Muslims, were genuinely practicing the Christian faith rather than secretly following their old religions. How the Inquisition worked. It investigated and tried people suspected of heresy. Confessions were sometimes extracted using torture, although this was regulated and not used in every case. Forms of torture included the stripado, the rack, and water torture. Punishments ranged from fines and imprisonment to execution, usually by burning, for those found guilty of persistent heresy. It also censored books and monitored religious beliefs. Over time, it expanded to investigate other groups, including some Protestants and people accused of blasphemy or witchcraft. Executions were usually carried out after a public ceremony called an auto da fe, which means act of faith, where sentences were announced. Most convicted people received lesser punishments, but those who refused to recant or who relapsed into heresy could be handed over to the secular authorities for execution. The church itself did not officially carry out executions. Civil authorities did. The main method of execution was burning at the stake. The broad consensus is around 125,000 to 150,000 people were tried by the Inquisition over its history. Between 3,000 and 5,000 people were executed. My God, just think what this means. The church, yes, the church, tortured and killed. What on earth would Christ say who preached, "Turn the other cheek"? The Inquisition lasted 356 years. I think the question has to be asked, where the fuck was God all this time? Couldn't he have intervened since this was his church?